The 2025 Audi TT might be the most controversial update Audi has made to this iconic coupe. For years, the TT has been known as a sleek, stylish sports car with just the right balance of performance and design. But this time, Audi has thrown in features no one expected, changes that could either revive the TT's legacy or mark the beginning of the end for this model. From its bold new styling to a tech package that feels straight out of the future. There's a lot to unpack. So, is the 2025 Audi TT still worth your attention, or has Audi gone too far? The Audi TT has always stood out as one of the brand's most distinctive designs, a compact sports coupe that blended style with everyday usability. First launched in the late 90s, it quickly became an icon for drivers who wanted something different from the usual German performance car. Now, with the 2025 model, Audi is making bold moves to keep the TT relevant in a market that's shifting fast toward SUVs and electric vehicles. This update isn't just a refresh. It's Audi's statement on whether the TT still has a place in today's lineup. But are the changes enough to keep enthusiasts excited? Or has the character of the car been rewritten? That's what we're about to find out. From the moment you see the 2025 Audi TT, it's clear this isn't just a mild facelift. The car looks sharper, lower, and more sculpted than ever. The front grille has been widened and flattened, giving it a more aggressive stance, while the LED headlights now feature Audi's latest signature light pattern, something you'll notice instantly at night. Along the side, the coupe's proportions are tighter, with cleaner lines that make the body look leaner and sportier. Around back, a full-width light bar ties the rear together, a design choice that signals Audi's move toward a sleeker, more futuristic look across its lineup. Step inside, and the theme continues. The cabin feels minimal yet high-tech, with a redesigned, driver-focused cockpit. Audi's virtual cockpit display has been upgraded with sharper graphics and customizable layouts, so you can switch between performance-focused gauges or a full navigation view with the swipe of a button. The materials feel premium, soft leather, brushed aluminum, and subtle ambient lighting that makes night driving feel just a little more special. It's not a huge car, but the use of space feels smart, with a surprisingly practical trunk for a coupe in this class. Now, performance is where things get interesting. Audi offers the 2025 TT with a turbocharged 2.0-liter engine that produces just over 300 horsepower. That might not sound earth-shattering compared to today's supercars, but in a lightweight chassis like this, it translates to a 0 to 60 time of around 4.5 seconds. Power delivery is smooth, and the Quattro all-wheel drive system makes sure the car grips hard in corners. For daily driving, that means confidence, even in poor weather. But for spirited weekend runs, it means you can really push the car without feeling like it's going to snap back at you. Of course, it's not all perfect. The TT still has a tighter interior than rivals like the BMW Z4 or Toyota Supra, which might turn away buyers who want more comfort. And while the car handles beautifully, purists will notice the steering feels more insulated than raw. It's sporty, but not razor-sharp. These are trade-offs that Audi seems to have made deliberately, a balance between performance and usability. Technology also plays a big role in setting this TT apart. You get the latest driver assist features, like adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, and parking sensors. But Audi has resisted the urge to overload the car with too many screens. Instead, everything feels streamlined and purposeful. It's a car that respects driving first, but still acknowledges the tech-driven world we're in. And then there's the big question of price. Audi hasn't released the full lineup costs yet, but early estimates suggest it'll start slightly above the outgoing model. That means it could undercut some rivals while still offering a premium experience. But the real twist comes when you compare what you're getting for the money, because that's where things start to get surprising. So, has Audi finally nailed the balance between performance, style, and modern tech in the 2025 TT? Or will buyers be left wondering if this coupe still has a place in today's crowded market? We'll break down the biggest wins and most glaring drawbacks next. And here's where everything comes to a head. On paper, the 2025 Audi TT looks like a balanced sports coupe, but the real test is what happens when you put it on the road. The moment you press the throttle, the car lunges forward with surprising urgency. That 0 to 60 claim of 4.5 seconds, it feels every bit as quick, with the turbo spooling up almost instantly. The Quattro all-wheel drive digs in, and instead of wheel spin or hesitation, you get clean, controlled acceleration that pins you to the seat. But the real surprise comes in the corners. Audi has fine-tuned the suspension, and you can feel it immediately. Turn in hard, and the TT feels planted, almost glued to the tarmac. It's agile without feeling twitchy, stable without being dull. This is where the car shows its true character. It's not trying to be a wild, tail-happy sports car. It's about precision, balance, and confidence. For everyday drivers, that's a huge win. For enthusiasts who want raw drama, though, it might feel a little too polished. And there's the sound. Inside the cabin, the exhaust note has been tuned to give you that sporty edge without becoming obnoxious. It's just enough to remind you that you're in something special, especially when you hit higher revs. Pair that with the refined interior and driver-focused tech, and you get a sports car that feels exciting without punishing you for driving it daily. The turning point is clear. The TT isn't trying to outgun the Z4 or outmuscle the Supra. It's carving its own lane. It may not be the loudest or flashiest option, but it just might be the most versatile. So has Audi managed to create a car that delivers thrills without compromise? Or has the brand played it too safe? The answer becomes clear in the verdict. After spending time with the 2025 Audi TT, the verdict is clear. This car is not a radical reinvention, but it is a thoughtful evolution of an icon. On the plus side, the design is sharper and more modern. The cabin feels premium yet driver-focused, and the performance strikes that sweet spot between everyday usability and weekend fun. The Quattro all-wheel drive gives it confidence in nearly any condition, and the upgraded tech package brings it up to par with what buyers expect in 2025. The drawbacks? Space is still limited, both in the rear seats and in overall practicality, which may push some shoppers toward a Z4 or even a small SUV. And while the handling is impressively composed, purists may find it a little too refined, lacking the raw, visceral edge you get from rivals like the Supra. So who is the 2025 TT really for? It's for the driver who wants a sports car that doesn't scream for attention, but still delivers when you press the accelerator. It's for someone who values balance over bravado, style over shock value, and precision over unpredictability. In short, it's a car that fits perfectly in a modern U.S. market where buyers want excitement without sacrificing comfort or technology. Looking ahead, the TT's direction also raises bigger questions about where compact sports cars are headed. As the industry leans harder toward SUVs and electrification, cars like this could become rarer and more special. The 2025 TT may not dominate headlines, but it quietly proves that there's still a place for a well-rounded coupe in today's market. So, is this the sports car you trust to deliver thrills without compromise? Or would you prefer something louder, wilder, and less restrained? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let me know what you think of Audi's decision to refine rather than reinvent. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe for more reviews, and stay tuned because the next big launch might surprise us even more.